look at this. Here's an even bigger Mara monster, and we still can see just make out the lioness in the distance, but I think she's decided it's wiser not to have a drink at the moment with the amount of crocodiles in this area. So look at that. So when they've been basking all day out in the sun, they often keep their mouth open like that to try and cool down. But this is definitely much bigger than the crocodile we saw yesterday in the same spot. And that doesn't mean that that crocodile wasn't here. Now remember, this is live, and those of you who are watching the beginning of the Mother's Day spectacular will notice that the river is much higher than it was yesterday, and there's been rain in the Mao Highlands where the Mara River sources. Now you might see an umbrella, and that's not for me, that's actually for the camera, guys. So we are live and we cannot control the weather, so we've got to do some strange things sometimes to bring you the best of live Africa. Now we've got some hippos as well. Oh, there's another croc just popped up in the front of us here in the river itself, swimming against that strong current. Oh, and he's gone again. Of course, that's what they do. But we've got a nice group of hippos up ahead, and they're just at the base of the rapids. And if you look carefully, you've got to keep an eye out for tiny little one who's going to be riding on Mom's back. Isn't this just spectacular? Now, we've got rain all around us, so it's going to get quite interesting, hence the umbrella. And there we go, you can see there's storms there, storms everywhere. And we're hoping we're just going to be sort of in between all of the storms. And I think we might just be okay. We can have another look at that gorgeous paradise lioness on the other side. There she is. She's not looking very impressed. It's Mother's Day after all. There shouldn't be any nasty crocodiles to stop her having a drink. Now, of course, speaking of mothers and Mother's Day, although they are often one of the most feared creatures out around the rivers of Africa. Sorry about that. The rain has stopped. I just have to close the umbrella. And that is the crocodile. And Shelley's wondering how big that particular croc right there's mouth is. So, Shelley, as we zoom in closer, now that's actually a male croc, by just looking at the general size and the size of their head. Males tend to form these really big sort of cranial crests that'll help them protect each other, protect themselves while they're fighting. But female crocodiles are probably one of the best mammals in the wild. They will care for their young. They will even carry them from their nests in their mouth down into the water. And these crocs actually are very resident in this part of the world, and they don't move from this area. And this area in particular is going to become really amazingly important in the coming months. And of course, we're in the Masai Mara, which is part of the Great Migration. And James was here in September last year, and he's going to show you what we're going to be looking forward to for our Safari Live series come migration time.
Alas, poor Yorick.